Hello, Mr. Lopazzo here with another drawing video. This one's kind of easy. We don't always want to make them tough. Sometimes it's just a nice, easy drawing. And we're going to draw something that Mr. Lopazzo loves very much. And you can tell by the size of his belly. Ice cream. It's an ice cream cone. Oh, and it's a twist. It's an ice cream cone twist. So we're going to have two flavors in there. Now this is a black and white picture, so you can make whatever color flavors you want. And we'll talk about that in a second. But we're going to make a nice ice cream cone. So you need a piece of paper and a pencil. And a spoon. No, you don't need a spoon for this one. I tried. It tastes very good. We're going to turn our paper vertical, which is up and down. Because an ice cream cone is a lot taller than it is wide, that's for sure. Okay? Ice cream. Okay. We're going to make the cone first. And we're going to work our way up to the top of the ice cream. I would say, now, you can make this cone as tall as you want. I'm going to show you how to make it, and you can just keep going. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, like 4 little bumps of the ice cream. You can just keep going as tall as you want. I guess it depends on how tall your paper is. So I'm going to start right about here. It's a little bit lower than halfway. I would say the middle of my paper is probably right about there. So I'm just going to go a little bit lower than halfway. I would say that's just a little bit lower. And when I look at the picture over there, the cone is a little bit smaller than the ice cream. We're not going, no kitty cone here. We're going large. So first thing we're going to do is draw a nice straight line. Nice straight line right on that little mark that we just made. Looks like a good cone to me. Now, my cone is going to curve down just a little bit. It's curving not only down, it's actually curving in a little bit. Right, that's just the top edge of the cone. And it just goes in a little bit. Now, this isn't one of those sugar cones that comes to a point at the bottom. This is the old-fashioned kind of cone. And now, after it curves in a little bit, I'm going to connect those lines, the two ends. And that's the beginning of my cone. So that bottom line's a little bit shorter than the top one. Now, right where it curves in, right about there, is where I'm going to start. You can see that my cone's getting a little bit thinner. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go straight down. Straight down. You want to try to make that line about the same length on each side. And now my cone is going to slant in. Now up here we did slant in, but it was round. Down here it's going to be straight. So that's a little bit different line. That's curved. This is not. Just two slanted or diagonal lines, we call them. Okay? So I am going to connect those two lines. I think they're about the same. Now, I'm also going to do another line right up here where I change direction. See that little point? I'm going to connect those two corners right there. That go right across like that. It's starting to look like a cone now. I can taste it already. Now, the bottom of my cone goes in a little bit. It doesn't go in a lot. It's not going to go straight down. It's going to go in just a weeny bit. Right? So let's see. I'm going to go down, but I'm also going in just a little. You can go as far as you want. There's really nothing underneath our cones, so I'm going to go pretty close. And then the bottom, you can go straight across, or you can just curve that line a little bit if you want. Now, most cones, they have kind of like little lines in them. I think it's so you can like grip it better so you don't drop your ice cream, because that would be terrible. So they have these little lines, like a little decoration, little lines on the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down a little bit from this last line that we made right there. I'm going to come down a little bit, I'm going to make a line that goes all the way across. Okay? Then I'm going to go to the bottom and make one from the bottom up about the same size. So you can see I have a little space there, a little space there. So I just made this line, and I made this line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect those two lines together. And I'm going to start. Oh, okay, so I'm actually, see this line right here where it slants? Right where my finger is, that's where my lines are going to start. Not there, but right up here, right where that slant is. And I'm going to just try to make some lines. Now, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom of the cone. I'm going to stop right at that line there. I know, it's a little confusing. You can make as many lines as you want. I think I'm going to make maybe like 5, 2. Okay, I don't think that one was straight, but that's okay. Starting looks like a garbage can. Looks like a garbage can. I think I'm going to add another line in here. It kind of looks empty. So I'm going to add another line going across. There we go. Nice little decorations on our cone. Now for the fun part. Listen, cones are great, but not if they're empty. We got to fill them with the good stuff. So it's time to make some ice cream. I'm going to start a teeny little bit inside the cone because obviously we want the ice cream in the cone. We don't want it dripping around the outside. So teeny tiny bit inside the cone. I'm going to make a nice little curved line. Boop. Boop. We want that cone a little bit, not the cone, we want the ice cream a little bit rounded because when it comes out of that machine, right, it's a little rounded. Okay? Now I'm going to connect those two bumps, but I'm not going to go straight across. I'm going to go down and then up. Ready? Watch. Down a little bit and then up a little bit. And I'm going to connect right to there. See that? Goes not like a roller coaster, just goes over and then goes up just a little bit. Slightly, which means a little. Okay? Now I'm going to put 2 more bumps on top of that, and they're going to get a little smaller as we go. Right? That ice cream is going to get a little bit smaller as we get up there. So another bump, and another bump, but you can see they're just a little bit smaller than the one below it. And I'm going to make that same curved line. Down and then up. Now I can make another one, a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Down and then up. So right now I have 3 layers. Now, you can make more than that if you want. I'm just going to make the very, very little top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 1 more bump there and 1 more bump there. But I'm actually going to go up and make the little swirl at the top. So I'm going to go up. See how it gets skinnier? And I'll come around. Connect to the other side. Looks like Jimmy Neutron. I don't know if you guys know who Jimmy Neutron is. He's a cartoon character. He's got hair like that. So it goes up and swirls around to like a little point, and then it comes back down. Oh, I'm so hungry. So hungry. Now we need to make this a twist. So I'm going to come right here in the middle, and I'm going to make a little curve, right? I'm going to go down like that, and then it's just going to go over, and then just kind of go almost to the other side. So you can see we kind of like got a twist going on. Got 2 flavors. And then I'm going to come up to this one, and I'm going to go down and over. And then here, down a little bit, and then over. So you can see the trick is to kind of like go down just on a like a little hill, just a slight little hill, and then connect. So we went from here to there We connected that line to there, and we connected there to there. Now, up here, I'm going to start a little bit over here on this side, and I'm going to go up on a swirl, and so we have a little bit of both flavors. So we're going to go up, and then you can connect that wherever you want. I'll just kind of curve around there. That way we have both flavors of the twist. Now, of course, like I said, it's a black and white picture, so I don't know if it's chocolate and vanilla. You could do whatever two kind of flavors you want. You can maybe pick two cool colors. So let's just say we're doing purple. Do I have blue? Okay, I have blue. The only color I have, though. So if you're splitting the colors, let's just say one side's blue. You don't have to do that, but then that would be blue, that would be blue, that would be blue, and then that would be blue. And then the other side would be a different color. Now, I don't have a color picture of an ice cream cone, but an ice cream cone I know by heart. It's kind of like the cone color would kind of be like a yellowish, peachish color, kind of like a tan color. And then, of course, your two flavors of ice cream, whatever you want. Put sprinkles on there. You can put a cherry, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Now, I don't want my ice cream falling over. So, we probably should put it like sitting on a table. Now, I've never sat an ice cream cone at a table. It goes from the girl on the countertop to my hand to my belly. There's no table involved. So I'm just going to maybe put, just so he doesn't fall over, I'll put maybe a table right there. At least so he's, has some place to sit until he gets eaten. Okay? And that's it. That was a nice, I told you it was easy. I told you it was easy. Draw it the first week. If you have a Sharpie or something, you probably will want to outline it maybe. You don't have to. And then color your cone. You're probably going to want to blend a couple colors in there. I would go with maybe colored pencils. Actually, you know what? You can use colored pencils on this. You could use crayons or markers. Or you could combine the two. If you have colored pencils, you could pick a couple nice colors of a cone and blend those together. And then if you want that ice cream to be nice and bright, you could go with markers on this one. But actually, you can use anything. Some people have even been watercoloring or painting these drawings that we're doing, which is amazing. So if you want to paint, you could do a nice colorful background. You probably don't want to color this with colored pencils because that would take forever. But if you want to paint it or watercolor something, do a nice cool background, maybe a cool tablecloth underneath your ice cream. Do whatever you want. Go crazy. It's your ice cream. Mine's a lot bigger though. I got room in my belly for my big ice cream cone. I gotta go because I'm hungry. So I will see you guys later. Adios, bye.